ended up going through a town. I forget the name of the town. But I ended up going north, getting through that town, and it dropped a wedge. And I was filming the wedge. I believe I posted it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You could see the town and then the block, and you could see the wedge on the way out over the horizon.
Yeah.
And then you see more town, and then the street going east, and you can see the wedge. That one actually rose up just as I cleared town, but the stovepipe that I really filmed that I got right close to.
Yeah, that's some really nice footage.
Formed. I got about 3-4 miles north of that town, and then turned to the west, and then intercepted that tornado as it crossed the road in front of me. Got really close. I got within 150 yards of it. I mean, I actually got into some bands, ring bands that were wrapping around that tornado. And I had the window down. If you watch it on YouTube, it actually threw debris in my car. I actually had to roll up. I'm talking leaves and grass and everything.
Yeah.
Mud were on my dashboard and on my window.
Throwing some dirt at you.
Yeah. The rear flank downdraft, I presume that's what it was, but the rear flank downdraft was well over 100 miles an hour when it hit my car. I mean, it just, my whole car started shaking. I managed to film another 10 seconds, 20 seconds of it as it was just starting to rope out. As it went north of me, actually the rain wrapped behind it, and I pretty much lost visual, and I was kind of muddy and wet at the time. So I a little worried about that brand new camera I got, so I stopped.
Well, it certainly proved its worth.
Yeah, but it got, you go under Bill Oosterbaan and look under the June 20 tornadoes on YouTube, and you'll see a pretty impressive.
What are you on YouTube now? Yes, are you on there as Bill Oosterbaan?
Yep.
You are.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
You can see the Valonia wedge with the old camera.
Okay, yeah.
The non-high def, and then you can see this, I call it the poke tornado.
Right,
I posted 3 or 4 different videos on there, and it's videos of the first couple tornadoes, and then of course the last one I roll right up on it. Sea debris, a house got hit, so which is unfortunate, but
and I've got one of your video clips is embedded in one of my blogs. For the record's sake, Bill's last name is spelled Oosterbaan, just in case you don't know how to spell Oosterbaan. So, but check his YouTube videos out, because he's got some good stuff out there from Polk, Nebraska, Polk County, Nebraska, and some pretty good stuff. But
hoping this fall
yeah,
we can get you one.
I don't know, man. This year has been a complete washout for me. It's been embarrassing. But
I am going on a hurricane, I think, this year as well. So you can come with me on a hurricane.
You think?
That shouldn't be hard to catch.
I don't think so.
Just kind of line up with it.
Catch a hurricane. You just kind of like.
You kind of line yourself up with the eye and just bunker down.
I think you experience it. I think, and you survive a hurricane.
Yep. So.
But yeah, my speed is more tornadoes. I want to see a tornado this year. But yeah, I guess that the peak season's passed. Say, Lindsay, this is like your daughter's first chase. What was her reaction out there in Oklahoma?
Well, it's kind of funny because she actually posted this on her Facebook, and it's gotten a lot of comments. She said to me, I said, "Did you enjoy chasing?" She said, "Nah, probably won't do it again." I said, "Well, what'd you feel? What'd you like about it? She said, "Dad, I really only felt 2 emotions the whole time I was out chasing with you." She said, "I either felt totally bored or totally petrified. There was nothing in between." She said that was
sounds about right.
Yeah, it sounds pretty. I said, "Well, that's storm chasing." And she, but she was a trooper. She went out for 7 days with us, and she got an EF5 tornado.
Did she get a chance when you guys were out there? See, when I think about say the difference between what you experienced out there in Alabama versus what you experienced out there in Nebraska, you've got one situation where large violent tornadoes are impacting communities in an area where visibility really isn't great. Dixie Alley is not, there's certainly I guess places out there in the floodplain that have got good visibility, but it's not really known for great chase terrain out there in a large part of that area. Yeah. Whereas Nebraska, later on in the season, slower moving storms for the most part, and and high visibility, much more the kind of thing that chasers really want to see.
Correct.
This now, you're not really worried about human impact. You're able to sit back and enjoy
Right.
the spectacle of the tornado.
Correct. Yep. I agree. I agree. The Alabama storms were, like I said earlier, were different. It was
Yeah.
a different thing. It was a dangerous situation. You knew it was dangerous. And the Nebraska experience, even the Oklahoma experience, though that was a violent tornado and a large tornado with a long track tornado, it was in terrain where you knew people were more aware of the situation. They live and die that stuff out in Tornado Alley. So I didn't feel like there was going to be too many people caught off guard in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Where in Alabama, I just thought these people are dead. They're going about their business, not having a clue, and all of a sudden, because if they're not watching TV or they're not, I think us being kind of weather geeks, we're pretty aware of what's going on pretty much every day. We understand the impact of this, and I just think a lot of people don't. They just go through, weather, we're supposed to get thunderstorms today. Yeah, I'm going to be bad. Okay, I'm going to go do my, go get my hair done. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to, where, the people, and they did, and a lot of people died because of that. Where in Oklahoma, they go, bad tornadoes, everybody goes, oh.
Were they not also in Oklahoma that day? Were they not? They were closing down schools.
Yes.
I mean, this was a PDS,
Right.
as I recall.
Right. Schools were canceled that day, just like we might have a snow day in Michigan. They had a tornado day. In Oklahoma, all the kids went home at noon. Got a little hairy there for us because our tornado was heading straight at Moore.
Yeah.
Oklahoma. So there was a time there when I was thinking, oh, here we go again. We're going to have this thing roll right into Moore, Oklahoma, and or right into Norman. Ours was actually heading right for Norman, and I thought, here we go again.
Yeah. And in fact, this day was a here we go again with Joplin.
Right.
Further off to the east.
Correct.
That was the day that Joplin.
That was 2 days before Joplin got hit. So Joplin got hit on the 22nd. This was the 24th.
Wait. Joplin got hit on the 22nd?
Yes, Joplin got hit on the 22nd.
Okay, all right.
Oklahoma. This was on the 24th.
Gotcha. Right.
So again, that was true. It was like, oh boy, here we go again with another major town getting hit. Tuscaloosa, now Joplin, Livonia. I mean, I can go right down to Huntsville. You can go right down the line to Coleman in Alabama. All these towns got hit, and I thought, man, here we go again. We're gonna we're gonna have another one. And fortunately, that tornado dissipated just 3-4 miles west of Oklahoma, and then the big one we caught, the third one, was actually 10-15 miles south of Norman, Oklahoma. So it really never got into any kind of big residential area. It fortunately redeveloped way south and went, not harmlessly, I want to say, but went off to the east, doing less damage than it would have for sure if it would have hit Moore or Norman.
How many is this for you this season?
21.
20. Yeah, it's
21 tornadoes, 2 EF5s and 7 EF4s.
You've had a really spectacular season, Bill.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank you.
Good chasing, buddy.
Good. Next year you're doing it.
Oh man, I hope so. I hope I don't. I mean, let's just hope for some real nice, chaseable storms that don't hurt anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
And some nice stuff we can get video of and all that kind of stuff.
I agree.
And,
Good.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.